Hello and welcome. Brett here with Clickmill.co. It's so great to see you again, Pastor. And I just want to start with some encouragement. At Clickmill, I believe, and the others of us, we believe that, God has really called you to a powerful purpose and a powerful ministry. And we understand things can be difficult sometimes, and we just want to encourage you and just say, stick with it. We believe that you are going to get there and that you're making a difference and you're going to continue making a difference in the kingdom. So with that, in this video, we want to talk about why your Church Connect booth isn't working and why. All right. So again, as we're, consulting and working with churches all over the United States, we are finding a very common trend throughout the vast majority where the new visitor comes into your church and there's a connect booth or a sign up booth or something like that. And it doesn't work. And if anything, it actually dissuades new visitors from your church. It makes them more uncomfortable. Okay, so why? Well, number one, you're asking them for a whole bunch of personal information. And if we think of the new visitor to your church as a new relationship, okay? You went out, you found this person, or someone found this person, and they invited them to church. That's kind of like the handshake in a relationship. Hey, it's nice to meet you, okay? And you should come over to church with me. Oh, great. Or you should come out to coffee. Oh, okay, fantastic. That's the level of trust that's in that relationship right now. And, you go out to coffee, you invite them, and you're sitting and you're like, wow, this is such a great time. And then what comes next? Because this is what's happening when they walk into the lobby of your church. What comes next? Can I get your name? Yeah, absolutely. Sure, no problem. Can I get your email? I'd love to follow up. Yeah, okay, no problem. This is great. I'd love to hang out again. Can I get your phone number? Yeah, maybe I'll shoot you a text. Yeah, okay. Well, can I get the number of children in your family? I'm sorry? Can I get your marital status? And then there's like 13 questions on a form. And that's uncomfortable, right? If you're sitting with that person and you're out to coffee or out to lunch, you're like, maybe you're a stalker. This is not good. I don't think I want to be here. But this is what happens when people run into our Connect booth and then we start mining them for information. So first thing I want to say is this: minimize your form, okay? If you have a follow-up process in your church, you don't need all of those fields, okay? All you need is name, email, phone number, first and last, okay? Name, email, and phone number, and get that from the adults. Then later you follow up and you say, oh, hey, it was so great to meet you guys. We're so glad you're here. Let's go to coffee, let's go out, or we just wanted to invite you back. And as you build that relationship, there are other times where it's more appropriate to get that information, okay? So it doesn't feel like they're being interrogated. So that's the first thing. Minimize that list to the three things, or the very minimum number of things that you need to make them feel less, data mined, really. And so, second thing, when we ask for all of these questions, we're not taking into consideration the needs of the visitor. We're taking into consideration our needs. Here, if I'm in a church, the need is, Pastor Brett needs to know all of this information about these people so Pastor Brett can track them and Pastor Brett can report on them and Pastor Brett can do all of these things, okay? So I'm thinking about my needs. What a Connect booth is supposed to do is it is supposed to make the new visitor feel welcome. And so what I need to do is I need to take myself out of my job and out of my opinions about what a Connect booth would be, and I need to put myself, into the shoes of the new visitor. And you need to ask yourself, if I were walking into a church and I've never been there before, what am I feeling? What do I want? Okay. And there's a lot of great Pew research out on the reasons people go to church, right? Moral education for children, I believe, is in the 80th percentile. But you can look and you can see why new people actually go and find churches. And so, you put yourself in the shoes of the person coming into your church and you say, what are they looking for? What do they need? How can I serve them? How can I make them feel most comfortable, right? And why do I say comfortable? Well, think about this. If you're not a Christian and someone invited you to church, what happens? You go into a really big usually weird looking building, whether it's got a pointy top or a dome top, right? They come in, they're like, man, this might be a cult or something. They don't know. Like, they don't know. And then they look at the front doors, and there are these people with these, oh my gosh, it's so great to see you. And they're like, I've never met you in my life. Why are you so happy to see, they don't get it. And then they come inside and someone says, please let us take your children away from you. And then they come into the doors and people sing to the ceiling. And then we ask them for money. Okay, that's the weirdest experience if someone is not a churched person, right? And now obviously all of those things are good things and churches do that with good intentions. But again, if you put yourself in the position of a new visitor, it's no wonder it's so hard to get them to come back. And so the Connect booth is supposed to diminish and make those anxieties and those discomforts more comfortable. Okay. And so the question that you're asking at your Connect booth is, how do I serve this person? How do I make them feel comfortable? How do I meet their needs? So you meet your needs as small as you can, right? Name, address, phone number from them. And then you meet their needs as big as they can. And they begin to trust you. And so this is like an interesting conversation that the person at the booth can have. What brought you in today? We're so glad you're here. Oh, well, so-and-so invited me. Well, that's really great. Yeah, we love so-and-so. What got you interested though? Are you here because you're just wanting to learn more? Or, are you here because, you're looking for a place for your kids to connect? Like, what are you looking for? What are the things that you need? And just talk with them and understand and have that person write notes down afterwards. And later when someone calls them back because you got their phone number, maybe it's even the pastor. Hey, I was told that you came on Sunday, or it was so great to see you Sunday. So-and-so was telling me that, you really expressed some interest in this. And I just wanted to invite you. That sounds so much more comfortable, right? That sounds so comfortable to do. And even if it's an automated email list, you can segment emails to say, hey, we saw that you came on, Sunday, and here's the specific thing you asked about. So you're meeting specific needs. But when you can put yourself in the shoes of the person that's supposedly doing the connecting, you can make them feel so much more comfortable when you meet their needs, when you address their anxieties, when you plug them in the right places, and it's about them finding a church home that meets their needs instead of us getting a bunch of information to track. And I'm a digital marketer, so all I do is track information. So when I say limit the information, there's a really, really good reason. All right. So yeah, the last thing I think I would add here is make sure that person feels a connection. Okay. I go to a very large church with at least 2,000 members. And when I walk into my church, and my church is great, but when I walk into church and I fill out the thing and do the stuff, I don't feel a connection with the people behind that booth, right? The point is for the person going to church to feel at home, to feel like they're cared for, to feel like their needs are met. And the larger the church, the more difficult that becomes, but you can put in systems and strategies to make it happen. So yep, I'll edit it, but I need you to step out from behind it. Thank you. Oh, what is this? With that, I just want to thank you so much for being here with me in this video. With that, I just want to thank you so much for being here with me in this video. If you've enjoyed the information here, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things. And if you want more information about Clickmill services or our church growth and marketing boot camp, I will include the links to those in the description as well. So with that, God bless.